Hello and welcome to Fin Business. We're in conversation with Monika Sinha. Ma'am, thank you so much for talking to Fin Business. I would like to understand what kind of strategy Fintechs needs to adopt right now with a wide perspective, since you deal with Fintechs from global many countries and in India as well. What is the difference that you see? What is the main strategy that the Fintechs need to adopt to reach to the next level of growth?
Sure. There's a couple of strategies that they need to look at. From a digital perspective, if they're looking to disrupt the fintech industry today, they need to look beyond the existing financial services that they're providing and see that how they can integrate with the ecosystem and how they can be complementary to some of the other services that are out there across different industries. In addition to that, fintech should also look at a service and product model. So not just focusing on providing financial services, but also looking at product availability so that they can disrupt some of the banking product services that are available.
So what is more crucial for fintech? Is it process oriented or product oriented?
Today's day and age, it's really about delivering services and product capabilities. So the process is going to be a means for a lot of these startups to develop some of their solutions. So you see a lot of fintech solutions that are available, like e-wallets, that are disrupting existing. But this is really more about digitization. So I'm talking about digitalization. Digitalization is the transformation of those processes and really taking things completely out. So for example, biometrics. 99% of the adult population in India has biometric verifiable identities. Okay, so when we look at that, this is the only country that has that kind of 99% availability. How can that disrupt the fintech services that are provided today? So e-wallet may be something that disappears in the future because of the biometric capabilities. So can fintechs engage with the business model that is starting to be developed based on some of these new capabilities that are being introduced in the marketplace?
Most of the fintechs that I interact with, and whatever the trend that I understand is, what is more crucial for the fintechs, to scale up or to be more profitable?
So it's not either or. It's going to be a balancing act of both, right? So they're going to scale up and be able to saturate the existing industry, but the industry is going to flip at some point. So they need to keep an eye on newer opportunities. How do we create revenue through new ways, and how do we start to engage with a new market? So the biometric was an example of new market because there's a number of adults within India that are going to be present, right, that are not currently in the market because of biometric capabilities. So how do you start to engage services with this new market of customers that have come up on the landscape?
So what kind of potential do you see in Indian fintech market?
There's a great growth potential, and it's actually outpacing global because I think of some of the things that are happening from an economic policies perspective and some of the things that are happening just from industry perspective. So I think fintech should look at those opportunities beyond just existing services and see where that market trend is actually going.
Okay, and what could be the new trends?
So some of the new trends are around displacing banking, for example, and providing banking services that may have existed before. So today, banks are really collateral based, right? So they're looking at making decisions around financing based on the collateral value. Fintechs are looking at industry and industry opportunities. So you may be providing loans, for example, based on the direction and projection of the industry, rather than the physical asset that's being asked for. So there's a direction that's actually different than what the banks are offering.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.